Shiver me timbers, we're back at Edinburgh. Sound test, good people, if you wouldn't mind just telling me you can hear me. You know how that song goes, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Well, there's got to be one for audio as well, although I can't think of it at this exact minute in time. But anyway, welcome back to Edinburgh. If ever you were in doubt, Mark on commentary. To my left, Gary from Aviation Action Scotland. Oh dear. So, where do we pick up? We celebrated Rainbow Love's ascension, if that is the correct word, to the PSA crew lounge this morning. Fantastic stuff there. Let's just check that works firework wise. Fireworks work as well. Right, what have we got? We've got the sun behind us, or to the side really at the minute. ATR on shot is off to Belfast. We have a Ryanair 737 MAX departure to Malaga. Why bother with Malaga when you can have the warm late summer sunshine of Edinburgh? Scottish Linda, God bless you, Scottish Linda, star of this morning's extravaganza. How are you doing, Linda? It's feeling eerily spooky without you now. You know, like it's all part of the same day's broadcast and you were there doing it this morning. Now you're watching it. Loving the spam. Chipaz 1990, good evening to you, buddy. Hope you got plenty done at the gym. Fine figure of a man as you are. Well, so you tell me. Hope all is good. Anyway, Shropshire's finest is also in the show. Hey up, Deborah. So we've still got that Belfast bound ATR in shot. We have an inbound. Let's just see what that is. A Ryanair from Dublin. Staying with the green thing anyway. Baltic to the side. That might be Munich. I've got a feeling that the mid-afternoon Baltic is a Lufthansa wet lease, but I'll get to the bottom of that in a bit. Just missed a bit of, oh no, I've got a bit of it. Trains for the planes. As always, folks, gentle plea on likes goes a long, long way to get those on the clock nice and early. Convince YouTube to send the undecided our way. Good evening, Rab H. Made it back from the bike ride. I bet you had a blinding time of it. Hope you did. Been a really good day, hasn't it? The second half of it has been pretty warm, and I think the forecast for tomorrow, certainly for here, is excellent. Just can't find my footmarks from this morning. I've set up in the same place, you'd think, but I must be about 6 inches to the left this time. It feels like I put somebody else's shoes on. That kind of feeling. Chipaz, sorry pal, I missed the Pegasus. I don't know what happened. I think I was eating my food and enjoying my food and the little nap that I've kind of drifted into for 20 minutes before I got too hot in the car. I say don't leave your dog in the car, don't leave your host in the car either. I woke up, I thought I was on fire. Titanic, hello to you, not me again. You say the nicest things. Oh, we're off. Shorter show this time, all about the 350s. So we've got Edelweiss scheduled in around 6. I've not checked their running time. Emirates was looking like about 7:45 when I last checked. And to be honest, that will be our finale plane if they come in that little bit early. It's always better to take down with a bit more daylight. It won't be dark at 8 o'clock or anything, but it soon tamps down, doesn't it? Good evening, Natalie Alice. How are you doing? Thank you, Chipaz, for confirming on sound, by the way. Nice one. You see, who says men can't multitask? Got Rab. He's modding, he's watching, and he's going to be sorting the dinner out as well. Impressive, Rabmeister. Good evening, Maverick79. How are you doing, Paul? Back again. This will as well be our last Edinburgh evening show, almost certainly, of 2025. I won't say definitely not, but in terms of plans, firm plans, definitely. So we've kind of aced the weather. Although, Scottish Linda, those white things, those like bits of cotton, they're blowing off again. Wind's a bit stronger. I'll just show you the windsock, just to show you. Look, there you go. It wasn't that interested this morning, was it? Looking at that, I'd say that is a... What do you reckon? I think it's a westerly of some sort, isn't it? West-northwesterly? I'll hazard a guess. Hey up, Mark Bright Spark. How you doing, buddy? Probably hear a little bit of the breeze on the mic. So let's have a look. Mav says, radio Edelweiss and get the pilot to light the burners. Still over an hour away. So they're pretty much running on time. That'll be that Swiss punctuality that they are famed and fabled for. Certainly the train that I took from Geneva to Zurich, I think one of the legs was 9 minutes late and there was a bit of tutting going on, but by the time I got to Zurich, I think I was actually on time. I think it's one of those, if Carling ran a rail network, they might choose Switzerland as a place to do it. Alibi 58, good evening to you, buddy. And Sam Thurlaway is in the show as well. How you doing, my friend? Happy Sunday evening to you both. Hoping we stay with a dry show. At different points the sky has looked like it could entertain the odd flash shower, but then the moment's passed. Can hear a bit of music, I reckon, over at Carlisle Castle. Is that music you can hear, Gary? Somebody celebrating, probably celebrating going to work tomorrow or something like that. Got to start the way the work.
Fender played Ingleson on Friday night.
Is he done now?
He's done.
Got all that cash to wheelbarrow back.
There's another couple of gigs coming up shortly, so access to the ground will be restricted.
They'll be sending a C-17 in to collect his takings. Probably a couple. One of those Galaxies, Super Galaxies, the C5s.
Well, this cargo jet that were involved with Oasis. Take them across to the North American side of the tour.
Oh, EasyJet crossing the coast from Bristol, an A320 Neo, just over a year in age. That's your next plane, folks. I think we'll go to that in a minute. Once this Ryanair has settled itself down and waits its turn. Plane on camera, off to Lisbon. Tony Rivers, artful stuff there, Tony, artful stuff. Sadly, a Pegasus free show. What can I say? Except, of course, the emojis. I don't take that emoji out. Even when I know it's a Pegasus free show, I know I'm going to get pasted. Chepaz confirming the advice, top of the hour, and 1952 for the Emirates 350. So they have shed several minutes, but I was saying to Gary before we went live, you kind of expect a little bit of time to be dropped in Central European airspace, just the way it goes. That's the one that needs to be as early as they can be bothered with. Good evening, Shred ahead. How are you keeping? Don't pick up. How are you getting on with all that post-holiday washing? Is it like an advert for Persil or Ariel or something? Back to work Monday, or a day at home to kind of get yourself ready to go back to work on Tuesday?
You definitely need that.
You kind of do sometimes, don't you? Especially if you've had a really good time. Good afternoon, Weange and Christine Barnes. How are you both doing? Yeah, Christine, I turn up in all of the wrong places and occasionally some of the right places. Even at the right time sometimes. Although if Mrs. PSA was in the chat, she might probably have a titter at that one. So this show, very much about the 350s, also gives us a nice shot at a decent morning's action tomorrow actually from Edinburgh, with the Hainan and WestJet Dreamliner in and amongst all the usual favourites, plus whatever comes our way in terms of bizjets and bonus movements. Good evening, Mick T. How are you doing, buddy? I didn't know I got a new ringtone on Discord. Jonathan McD. What's he been up to now? New ringtone? I didn't even have an old one. Oh no. Or as the Churchill insurance dog would say, oh no. Aha. Alibi says our Edelweiss is just over the channel, so we should be, once it's clear of London and that web of delay that is the southeast, should be coming our way. HDC, good evening to you. That message you've retracted, it wasn't you actually posting a request for me to sing, was it? I was just going to have a quick swig of water just to get the old larynx limbered up. So Sam says the Idlewiss 59 minutes and counting from Edinburgh. Awesome stuff. Absolutely adore that plane. Not just 'cause I've flown on it. I loved it to look at before, but it's just gorgeous. And with some decent evening sunshine, it should be okay. The sun's going to be pretty much on its face as it comes in, perhaps a little bit more onto its starboard side, so that'll be the side that we see as it rolls past us. Maverick 79, you total superstar, you, thank you so much for your very kind generosity and continued support of the channel. Awesome stuff, mate. I think we could probably set fire to some fireworks if I can just toggle and strike the matches. Excellent support. Right, Away we go, off to London Stansted. Anyone fancy it? Kind of rolling now, so I'll have to wait for the next one. Turkish on the push. Sadly, not the biofuels one. We've already seen that. Oop, inbound as well. A Ryanair, also from Stansted. So EasyJet and Ryanair scrapping hard over the Stansted bound market. Of course, a lot of connections and good flight prices from there. Craig McLean, good evening to you. What an entrance that is. Sea of yellow. Sam asks, how warm? I think it's around 20 degrees at the minute, Sam, in the sun. And it is lovely. I can report with all sincerity. Lovely. I'm not sure if it's going to be a bit too hot at the hotel tonight. That travel lodge is a bit of a hot box when the weather is warm. But no, it's, if you were here, I see people with, nearly everyone else has got short sleeves, t-shirts, that kind of thing. Me, I've got a polo shirt and a legacy from this morning that I didn't need, Under Armour. Hey ho. Anyway, back to the chat. Good evening and welcome back to ZRH Aviation. Yeah, we have got an inbound Idlewild A350, one of two currently in service with Edelweiss. Total procurement, of course, extending to 6 eventually. Downside to that, of course, is that will signal the phase out as they come on board. The A340s will be going in the opposite direction. And of course, Lufthansa have got exactly that happening from January. I think the last A340 Lufty flight takes off for Riyadh. A sad moment. Although the ultimate one is, of course, the Edelweiss 340. So if I've clicked on the correct Ryanair, which is up for grabs, this one should be off to Bologna. Jay Jollykins, hello to you. Our inbound Idlewiss at Tunbridge Wells. I'm probably past there now because I'm obviously behind in my usual favoured way. Have we got a Bizjet? No, it's a Loganair inbound from Southampton. Let's get you a bit of flying action. Is that what it was, HGC? The sad and solemn news that there was no Pegasus in today's show. Sorry, man. Feel so guilty. You see, after last week, I think we just need more stripy condors. Or for that matter, classic condors. Pentland Hills still looking pretty darned bonny over yonder. They've been on show pretty much all show, if not, yeah, all of it. The lot. Thank you, Mav. We've got some great friends at this channel, and you are one of them. I think there's a few more Bizjets on the forecourt than there was this morning. I've seen a few. Ooh, what have we got there? Bizprop. That was a random lucky dip. We reckon. Beach King, possibly. Let's see what flight radar says. Yeah, Beach King Air 250. I was going to say a 200. Lord knows what the difference is between the 200 and the 250. Extra luxury length, no doubt. If you know more specifically, please do tell the chat, because obviously I don't know. So that Turkish delight, as Sam calls it, is still slap bang in front of me. No great rush. Oh, that thing I had with my phone during this morning's show has just happened again. Scottish Linda said she had the same thing as well. It says it's like a fault. Sorry, I'm biffing the camera about a little bit. I'm just going to go to the chat on my tablet before I take a hammer to my phone for something it hasn't done. Give it one chance. Right, I'm back in, so I might not be back in the right place, but hey ho, in I am. So if I've missed anything predating this, I'm sorry, it's just my bad luck with the phone, not me being rude. Melody R, good morning to you, of course, over there in Canada. How you doing? What, I missed you first time of asking. I don't know why. That's weird, isn't it? Perhaps I've filter it to all messages. That might be what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, where are we? Paul Kaczynski, good evening to you, Paul. I'm guessing the weather is beautiful where you are. Beautiful here. Martin Reed, hello to you. You're 10 miles to the east, are you? Right under the flight path. Loving that. I never see that as a downside. Oops. So Loganair there, but we're going to go with a bit of the old Turkish delight. They always look good in the sun. Sorry, Gary? Is that what the beach is?
Yep.
Ah, I wonder what...
EQH it's going to that.
Biggin Hill?
Biggin Hill.
That's an interesting deployment, isn't it?
Very, what is more interesting, he's going through length. In a Beach King here.
It's a 250, not a 200, you know. It's got all the extra grunt that you could possibly want.
Turbo version. Might be up quick.
Oh, I think we can hang a hat on that. Definitely the Loganair, not Loganair, sorry, Ryanair. Get me airs right, airs and graces. phase of the show. So, welcome back, Flying Dutch Scotsman. Good evening to you. And who else we got? I've not said hi to. Lowlander, Jonathan McD. Good evening, both. Jonathan McD, have I got a ringtone? Just wondering. Chigwell's Finest is in the show, complimenting Shropshire's Finest. We're going to go to Turkey's Finest. And I know there's a divergence of views on that one, but I reckon as airlines go, that's Turkey's Finest. No turkey twizzlers there. Philip Borin, good evening to you, buddy, and welcome back, Glenn's Aviation Love. How you doing, mate? Good evening, SMAC Aviation Photography. Good evening to you. Packed for tomorrow's trip. Mid-morning before we get to EDI. Lad has paper round. Yeah, I used to do a paper round as a kid. It's got to be done, hasn't it? I don't remember there was any sick pay back in those days. I don't suppose it's any different now. Well, hope to see you tomorrow. I think we're going to be this side, looking at the forecast as is, but I didn't think we'd be this side this morning, and we are, so we're just going to have to see what turns up on the day. I don't know, Rob H, I'm not very good at behaving. As already would definitely tell you. Listen, Scottish Linda, getting the weans ready for school, that's first base, definite. That's important stuff.
Wings.
Yeah, but I can't say it like you guys. Yeah, I'll have to come and live with you to actually start to talk like you. Oh dear.
The biggest brass neck about.
It's what?
I've got the biggest brass neck about.
There you go. Right, Bilbo Ballbags, good evening to you. Well, we thought we'd do one of these while the daylight was in our favour and the weather, because the 350s are good to look at. I think Edelweiss are committed to continuing their use of 350 on this route for the foreseeable, as they train staff up and all that malarkey. But yeah, it's good stuff this. I'm enjoying being here, so I'm glad that's going down well. Linda, good evening. That's Linda with a Y. Deja vu. Yeah, we've switched a couple of the planes around, but same perspective, except I couldn't find exactly the same setup spot. It's the same place, but I was saying earlier on, I'm probably 6 inches to the left, and that's really kind of creating mayhem. We'll get there. Good evening, Hans Olaf Mork. Hello to you, buddy. Well, the sun only shines on TV, and Edinburgh, of course. Ian Noble, a fine night for it, definitely. I mean, ain't gonna be long, is it, before the evening shows are either done in the dark and black and cold, or not at all. And I'm not really much for the dark, cold, black. Too soft. Right, Turkish on their way. Oh, you live in the hills, do you, Melody R? I can imagine, very scenic. A quick butcher's behind the tower. I wonder if there's anybody out there now having a late evening stroll, taking the ambience in. See if I can get hold of any of that Turkish now it's in the sky and clear of the trees. Yeah, a little bit of it. Just saying to the chat, I'm wondering if there's any folks up there having, or either finishing their walk or out there having a late one.
Just kind of hitting it right, isn't it?
So what we get, we have Ryanair waiting to go, off to Faro, and we have a Loganair inbound from Stornoway, the ERJ 145 option.
So I'm led to believe we're not for much longer in the fleet.
Ooh, I don't know, Hans Olav Mork. Have you got a message from Tony Rivers asking you to say that? Pegasus is better. Are you sure? I'm very doubtful. So I'm just going to pivot you a little bit. Oh, hang on. Look there. Nice little dinky. That might be the AirX CRJ 900 that came in earlier. No, yes it is. In from, oh, I don't know where it came from, but it's a CRJ 200 ER I see here. So shortly to see that, without the distinctive AirX tail, sadly. Green X kind of has quite a classy look to it.
Just glide in and do the job right. You don't need to have all that bang wall crash. Like, I think Ryanair overusing it.
Got lovely acoustics to them, haven't they? Nice soft wind down.
Yeah, yeah. And you're good for the weather, so to speak, better than fog.
Especially for such an old airframe. Well, get on a bit. So let's get back to the departure scene. Next to go, Ryanair to Faro.
Baltic pushing back.
It'd be nice to see the Baltic.
Another dark sky.
Most def. Right, I've lost my place in the chat, but I see Nell W is in the house. How you doing, Nell? Good evening to you. See, now the sun's gone in, it just feels that little bit cooler, but not unpleasant. Not unpleasant at all. Someone's in a rush for their tea. There you go.
I'm coming!
Okay, so Air France are also on their way out, but before that, AirX. Say it like that, kind of sounds like an air freshener. Sorry, Nell, sorry, it was a case of hard times and all that. I daren't take the Pegasus out. I'd have to go into witness protection if I do that. And yeah, it was tricky with those, with Edelweiss and Emirates in the show. Even the no sing emoji had to go. That shows you the level of sacrifice that I've been prepared to throw in. This is a team sport. Hi Jack VR. Good evening to you, Jack. The track is clear, there ain't no runway inspection going on. Baltic short at the intersection. Ooh, Chipaz says the Halifax WestJet cancelled again. That's too... Well, they went tech this morning, but it kind of looks like they're having no luck with that one. Must be very tech and no spare planes. As long as their Dreamliner comes in, Sam, I'll be all right with that. I can live with that. So a nice short show tonight, team, for those of you who may not have caught all of that. So we're going to finish with the Emirates triple when it comes in. Still looking likely to be in before 8 o'clock, so all is good. Well, Nell, that is pragmatism indeed. It is true. I could ditch the BA emoji because nobody likes them. I think you and Scottish Linda have been comparing notes. I didn't realise quite how much Scottish Linda didn't like them. They just need a livery refresh, don't they? Hey, Yorkshire Biker, good evening to you, buddy.
Right round the clock. I've been to bed, had my dinner, tea, and I was like, I don't know if I could sit in a seat that fucking long.
Yeah, Scottish Linda is not on the fence when it comes to the Chatham Dockyard look. Let's have a bit of ooh la la. Tell you what, Scottish Linda did a cracking ooh la la this morning. So did young Jack Christie as well. It was me that was short of an ooh la la. This will be an Embraer 190. I tell you what, I watched this come into land, proper buttered it. It was a classy bit of action. I don't think I detected a puff of smoke. It'll be 0750 tomorrow again, standard Sunday time for Monday, Alibi. I'll tweak it slightly if for some reason the Hainan is running late and could fall into our lap in the way that American Airlines did today, or if American Airlines were running a bit late, you know, that kind of thing. I'll yank it forward 20 minutes or something like. But other than that, I'm 10 to 8. Natalie Alice says, ditch it. I tell you what, in all seriousness, I think we ought to do a members poll on emojis. We haven't done that for an age. And there are some of them which I think are tired, and some of them are less fun than others. And so I am open to that. I've got no candle for BA. Just got to find a way of fixing the poll to make sure that Pegasus get offed. No chance of that, is there? More chance of getting a Condor at Edinburgh.
We only need one good airport. We only need one good one. With 2 runways. One good one. And 2 runways. Which is a good one? I don't know. A good one will turn out. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, it has thinned out a lot down here now at Almond Bank. There's quite a few families still taking in the sunshine when I arrived. I think now the sunshine has kind of reduced. That's the moment where the kids get wriggly diggly and want to get home. Ah, Scottish Linda giving it another ooh la la. I think the in-person version was the most convincing. All right, Jonathan has already captured ooh la la. Hats off to you, Jonathan. I can't wait to catch up with that. I genuinely can't. Let me get...
I'll go back a few years.
The SMAC Aviation, the Idlewice tends to be on a Sunday at the minute and a Friday. It might be other days, but it's not every day. They do jog it about a little bit.
We were only taking photos, eh? Yeah, anyway, he came along and he had a wee barrel.
For me, they should be in the Sunday show in the morning.
To get the height, instead of trying to be on a bloody ladder because he was getting off. He said, I'll just put these down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hans Olav, I would imagine, I mean, the Turkish fleet is massive, isn't it? And they run multiple types of aircraft. It's quite impressive. It's almost up there with Lufthansa in terms of the model being interesting, because intuitively I would have thought, you know, airlines will be very Ryanair-like. A single type for Europe and long haul for, you know, like the A350 or the 777 for the longer
Yeah,
routes.
they took it all away and given them a telling off, so to speak. But the guy never done anything.
Good evening, Gordon Hunter. How are you doing, Gordon? And Yvonne CM. Hello to you. Yeah, I passed Guy and Kyle on my way in for the second show. They were just coming your way. Planes and trains there.
Decisions. No good decisions.
Ah, Guy's coming back down to see the Edelweiss. Can't fault him. Pure class.
There's a wee bit of shadow coming in. Come on, son.
You're right, HTC. It's so tactful of you to remind anyone that didn't see the show this morning that this was a telescope. And worse, I was looking forward to it. It just shows you
You need a strong personal power here.
incompetent without compromise to fairness. Just because I like it doesn't mean it's going to be protected. To be fair, I was just getting a little bit hungry. That's the story I'm sticking to. Runway check currently ongoing. Let's just biff the camera around.
And they can do it properly instead of half doing a job.
So as soon as this finishes, they'll be good to go. Can't see anything on final approach. Can't see anything else moving. What time are we up to? 17:32 here at Edinburgh Airport. If you've just joined, welcome to the show. And if you didn't know, I'm Mark, your host, as we dial into another Planes and Trains moment as this Air Baltic A220 prepares to blast off to Munich. Here we go. Those distinctive Wookiee notes. And away she goes. Let's have a piece of that as it comes out of the trees. And hopefully it's gone out incredibly flat. Oh, I give up. My attention span's not up to that task.
I'll tell you a wee story.
Not while I'm on this, otherwise I'll lose my thread with the chat. So, yes, Yorkshire biker, there was no need to double down on reminding people of my Air Baltic telescope. It's shameful stuff. I think HTC, you've got a better memory than I've got. Definitely. So we'll just lodge the camera there where I can catch up. BEA Retro. That with a steam train. I tell you what, you're looking for the blooming jackpot shot there. SMAC Aviation Photography. I think a few weeks ago we had the Flying Scotsman through, but as usual I was too slow to understand that was happening. Good evening, Robin Harrison. Sunny Morecambe. Is Morecambe anything other than sunny, just for my certainty? Cal, A up to Cal. Keir Christie, A up. Well, actually, it's Jack. It's not Keir, it's Jack. Jack has hacked Keir's account. Jack, where are you? Linda's busy doing stuff. You're busy doing stuff. Oh. Don't worry, I'll manage somehow. Whether that is good management, we'll see. I think actually Yorkshire Biker, I did say I was going for a big score for 2025, and the weird thing was I was doing so well in the early phase of things. So let's have a quick look. I think we've got a Bombardier Global 7500 transponding. Let me just see if I can get the camera on it. I'm going to put my money on it being that one. If it is, looks like the front steps are down. I saw that. I'm sure that's the one I saw come in Thursday when I was up on my way up to Aberdeen, and I'll know for sure when I see it side on. But one really good looking plane. If I'd appreciated it was on finals, I'd have videoed it. If buts and maybes. Who'd have thought I get to see it go if it is the same one? Good evening, Ian Finley. And thanks now. All the likes, do the bizzo for the channel. Got to be careful, Alibi. I don't want Hammy and Linda flinging that brown stuff around in the chat. Madagascar or not, it's too hilarious. Mav says 23 minutes to go, and probably a bit less because I'm just a little bit behind. So all is looking good. 350 coming our way. I can see one aircraft and a crow inbound. Quite a big crow. EasyJet just crossing the coast from Amsterdam. An A320. British Airways are pushed as well. Let me just pivot around. Take a bit of zoom off. So I'm just going to loiter there for the minute. Still here, still paying attention. I thought Edelweiss have just dropped a bit of time. I did say getting past London might be interesting. 1807. Let's just quickly go and see where we are with the Emirates. Are they still on decent time? They seem to be holding steady at 1954, so all good. So let's get on to the EasyJet from Amsterdam. Should keep a running count really of how many Ryanairs have appeared in the 1 hour that we've been live, or 48 minutes. It's definitely their time. Must be cheaper slots now, I'm thinking. So we've got another EasyJet inbound. The next one will be from Belfast. Let's go and find that global, see if anything's progressed. Definitely have the front doors down. And we're getting closer. It's getting... Well, whoever's got that has got a few quid. stating the blinking obvious. Chipaz says 350 over Carlisle. Roger that. Hans Olav, I don't know. I know there's the main one. Is that IST? Is that IST? I think it is IST, isn't it? There is the other one, which I think Pegasus are big at. I don't know if it's like Paris where there's 3 or 4 or something like. Or did we say there was 5 in Paris? I'm not sure. Anyway, long answer to a short question is I don't know. Never mind SMAC. Another day, another dollar. I think we had a couple of decent overflies here this morning, but the cloud was just not helpful enough. More bird scaring, although I think it kind of just scares them from one part of the airfield to the other, to be honest. Plenty about though, they are not short of birds. Looks like we've got an ATR inbound, a Loganair from Sunborough. So this Ryanair Max 8 needs to get gone. All right, Hans Olav, 3 is it? 3 is the number. And I ain't been to any of them. Under-travelled. I tell you what, if you think about the Turkish Airlines, all the major ones, they all seem to be doing really well and growing. So folks, British Airways next to go. Hold that thought. Oh, KLM have pushed and turned. We're going to go that way because I just love the A321 in KLM colours. KLM look good on any plane, don't they? But we'll pick up that inbound ATR momentarily. Good evening, Siobhan Everett. Hello to you. Hey up, Terrapin. Welcome to the show. What day are you travelling on, Terrapin? If it's a Sunday, you've got a very high probability of featuring in our live stream.
Edelweiss 15 minutes out.
Cannot wait, Gary. Cannot wait.
Especially with this light.
Yeah.
in that dark sky.
So here comes the Flying Dutchman. British Airways lining up, although Nell and Scottish Linda will obviously not be excited by that. And that Bombardier Global 7500 is on the move from what I can tell on flight radar. Let's just see if it has moved. It's gone somewhere. Where's it gone? Is it behind the EasyJet, I wonder?
Right behind the KLM.
Is it snuck in?
No, it's still on stand.
Oh, looked like it were moving. It must have been shimmering in the evening warmth.
This is what we prayed for when we were stood here in cold January and February mornings. And
It goes too quick, doesn't it? It goes way too quick.
Back doing that again.
Yeah, suddenly you're having to start to think about cold and wet weather attire. I thought that this morning loading the car up actually. I thought I'd have to start wearing the head torch. It was still good and dark when I left home, yeah. It would make more sense to load the car the night before, but of course if your car got stolen or something, insurance wise it's not very good.
Are BA still going ahead with the A319 retirement in September?
Are they, or they are?
Are they? I'm asking.
I'm guessing they are. It was announced, wasn't it? It was December, yeah.
September,
I thought it was December.
I'll be fine, but
Are you sure it's I thought it was December because the 319, the BEA one, I'm sure it was December. Chat, what do you know? Chat, what do we think with the BEA 319 retirements? Yeah. Obviously there's been a bit of a splurge in deliveries. But you rather hope that 319 will get some kind of spotters farewell tour.
Maybe go around all the
I bet they don't.
airports.
Lufthansa don't seem to be doing that with their 340s. Oh, we've got Bizjet in. A Cessna Citation. What is it? It's a XLS Plus. So if you like the XLS, you're going to like the XLS Plus. Extra walnut in the cabin furniture or something, no doubt, or thicker leather on the seats. Still a bit of sunshine over there. Look at those. Just looking at an overfly at the minute. So what, have a little dart at that. It might be briefly gettable.
Nice 777 out of Barcelona.
Thank you, Gary. We had a 777 in the show, and if I'm quick enough, planes and trains. So, a bit behind again with the chat. I'm going to get there. Right, I'm on it now. So, zooming on in. So, Terrapin was my last hello. Craig McLean, who's already been too generous to us, has been even more generous, gifting a membership, which went to, it's quite a cool handle, Vegas 1. Well, let's do Craig's fireworks first. Awesome support, buddy. Something else growling overhead.
That's it.
Is it still that 777?
I'm just watching this big bank behind us.
So, what we got going on here? EasyJet to Bristol. That's for the 100 likes, is it? Well, listen folks, let's have a quick peel of fireworks for 100 likes. Thank you to everyone that has hit that like button. Edelweiss over Peebles, says Chipaz. It will have moved on a bit since then. Good afternoon, Dino. Good evening to you, buddy. So members, we have both Edelweiss and Emirates tail emojis on the suite. Yeah, oh, good evening as well, retreating blade. I don't think the tree needs to go, it just needs to be trimmed. Definitely wants a bit of styling. Mav says Idlewild on finals in 5. I can see Summit. And you know, by coincidence, it's that plane. I'm just going to go to, I'll be going silent mode in a minute. I'm going to record the landing just for a separate clip. So when I do go quiet, you know that's what I'm up to. I've not just
Fireworks for that then.
wandered off. I've got a habit of wandering off. Let's have a look. Sam Thurlaway says Liverpool FC football charter into Newcastle now for tomorrow's game. Who do they fly with, Sam? Are they another one that uses Eastern? Fish and football in space. Yo!
If that was me, I'd be down at Newcastle Airport checking out where the team coach is.
Let's have a look. Zooming on down. So Idlewild is still a little bit out. So J. Ruda, good evening to you. Good evening and hello as well to Martin 1972. Thumbs up from Mark to you, Martin. 2XL is it, Chipaz? Right, here it is. The first half of our head-to-head, our 350 head-to-head. I'll just go to silent mode. Savour the majesty. Happiness, definitely. What do you reckon, chat? Hit the spot? Hope it did. So try and catch up with the chat. So Martin 1972, my last hello. Loving that emoji work from Natalie Alice, Rab H, Craig McLean, HGC, SMAC, Aviation. You lot are so creative. Scottish Linda, Yorkshire Biker, Now W. I missed anybody? Alibi 58. Good evening, DR. Welcome to the evening show. Just stunning. Too much information, Mav. Oh dear. Good times. That was worth watching all day, every day. We've been lucky, haven't we, with the weather? Could have arrived under a sky full of drizzle, blah, blah, blah. Good evening, Ian Hiles. How are you doing, buddy? You're doing the 350 in 2 weeks to Edinburgh. So jealous, my friend. So jealous. Right, back to the everyday. We've got a lufty from Frankfurt, an A321-200. So back into the chat. Good evening, Linda Jane Love. Very nice indeed. Indeedy do. Of course, some of you may prefer the Emirates 350, which that'll be in at 8 o'clock, so not that long to wait to get to see both sides of the coin. Duncan Gall, good evening to you, buddy. Yeah, just so stylish. Well, hang on a minute, DR, are you actually here? DR, if you, I'm looking down the embankment. DR, if you are, come and say hello, but don't do it Abby style. She does it every time, and yeah, I'm 60 now, she needs to have pity on me. She is ninja quiet. Alexandra, good evening. Don't worry, I'm going to clip this one as a separate one anyway. To be fair, Glenn's aviation love, I can't make my mind up. At the minute I am a 350 bod, if I'm honest, but I haven't seen much 777 action really, other than when I've been on our travels, so to speak. And I'm very biased by this particular livery on the 350 and the Virgin Atlantic 350 that we see. And of course the new look, although it's not so new now, is it? But the Emirates newer look livery. Bearing in mind the 777 that goes into Newcastle still wears the old colours 99 times out of 100. We do have a Ryanair about to depart, but let's stay with this for a minute. Yeah, I reckon you're right, Christine. Biscuits, definitely the way to go at this point in the evening. With a cup of tea. Hey up, George O'Toole. Hello to you. You've got taste.
I remember, recognise photographer, George.
George? Yeah. Gary next to me. Gary O'Rourke says hi. Okay. Right, DR is coming to say hello at some point, so we will try not to be caught out. Zai XL9, hello to you. Welcome to Edinburgh. Thanks, SMAC. I think we'll have to chalk that 777 freighter off, sadly, on account that I've become mesmerised.
Got a few contrails in the sky, mind you.
So this one is due out at 1935. Thank you, Rab. So we do get to see it both ways, whereas the Emirates, we're only going to see the arrival. There's not going to be the window for seeing the departure, on account that I'd like to be on my second dream by the time it goes. What time does it go, Gary? 10 o'clock-ish, something in that region?
I think it's about an hour and a half it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Quarter to 10.
If it's like Newcastle, it always seems to go late, the 777. I haven't done Newcastle for a bit, but whenever I've been there, it always seems to be a late runner. I know that's a different aircraft, different airport. Catch you later, Dino. Catch you later, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us. Ooh, got to say goodnight to young Robin. Good night, Robin. Sleep well. Have a good day at nursery tomorrow.
Good night, Robin.
Gary's just being annoying. Ignore him, Robin.
Can't shout that.
Okay, and yeah, now we're looking at 1950 for the Emirates, so it shaved a couple of minutes off, which is not unhelpful. As I say, that will be the final plane of the show. Seems a great finale plane to actually enjoy. Although the amount of light will be interesting by 8 o'clock, won't it? It won't be dark,
it was
but
fading a good bit on Friday night.
I was looking last night out the window, and bearing in mind I'm in Northumberland, not up here, and I was thinking, light's still doable, but you could feel it turning down like someone's just on the dimmer switch.
What I was going to ask you, we managed to get some footage from inside the 350?
Yeah, I have. It's Eddie and I can't get it out of his GoPro at the minute. It won't recognise my laptop, so I took it back to Eddie's, and it won't recognise his laptop now. We'll get a way around it because they've got like micro, or what they call the very small SIMs, and you can buy these bigger ones that you can plug them into, and then it will go into your laptop. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. But Eddie was a bit perplexed because it hasn't rejected his laptop before. So
Mine's I just take mine so I can plug it into a card reader.
yeah.
Put it straight into my tablet,
Well, that's
and it reads it right away.
well, with this one, I've looked at, there's 2 or 3 options, but there's like, it's actually like a shell. You just put it in, and then put it. It's a standard SD card size then, and just stick it in the port on your laptop, and you're golden. I suppose I better check where this Ryanair is going, aren't I, before I forget. Seville, 737-800. Bit more bird scaring. I tell you what, they are blasting some shells off today, but there's been a lot of birds. Perhaps it's near the end of the, well, it is near the end of the month, isn't it? So perhaps they can blast away through the rest of what's on the shelves and look forward to some more boxes for the 1st of August. April. Began with an A. Don't worry, Rab. That won't last long. It's been a bumpy year for telescopes. It was a bit stodgy in Q1, got a bit better in Q2, and the floodgates in Q3 it's been a deluge. Too many to count. I don't know, Christine. When does the grouse season start? Is that the 6th of August?
12th.
Is it the glorious 12th, as they call it? Oh, it doesn't sound very glorious if you're a grouse, does it? You know, you've had a really enjoyable summer, and then you got.
I don't need a gun to catch a grouse.
No, you just run them over.
Aye.
Didn't even check your speed.
Glorious 12. Well, it survived 70 odd mile an hour on the motorway. Still attached to the
Tell you
front
what,
bumper of my car.
that is no small thing, is it? There's not many are going to survive that. This is a chopper off the coast, but it
We had an Apache fly over and
it looks.
for a fly past.
Oh, Scottish Air Ambulance. I'm just trying to see where that originated from. Can't quite tell. Anyway, I don't think it's coming here. Jonathan McD confirming as well. The glorious 12th. Christine Barnes, you lot know so much. I'm definitely not grooving this evening, Chipaz.
That's why we had a lot of Middle East activity recently at Glasgow. They tend to come over for their holidays at that time.
There's a lot of money in the glorious 12th, isn't there? City slickers and overseas.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like the Qataris and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make their way over.
We get some of that, or we have done in the past through Newcastle as well, because I mean some of it is we were down in the Cheviots and.
Aye, because you own a lot of land up here.
But serious money at that. Planes and trains alert. Coming from the right. Let's just have a quick browse towards the tower. Can we get in a bit more? Just a little bit. Seeing if anyone was out on the veranda on this beautiful evening. Just looking at the chat between Melody and Rab about deer. Deer are a proper menace on the roads, aren't they? Whenever I set off up here, I'm always on my toes for that one, because that's a proper car killer, so to speak.
But did you know that it's the law in Scotland that if you kill a deer on the road, you can't scoop it up and take it home with you and butcher it?
You can?
You can't.
Can't?
But the person behind you can.
Oh. Don't even know how you'd start with that one. I suppose they'd remove your motive by doing that, wouldn't they? So otherwise you could be kind of crazed for all the venison you can get your hands on.
For example, if I was, God forbid, if I was to hit a deer on the motorway and you were behind me, you could scoop it up and put it into the boot of your car, but I can't.
Yeah, after you put your tread marks all down the middle of it, it's going to be delicious. Tenderised.
Venison and rubber.
Hey, rubberised venison. Oh, dearie. So let's have a look. Back to the chat. Tony Rivers. Going back to the air ambulance chopper that I was talking about. Picking up a motorcyclist who came off into a field on the bend by Knock Hill. Ooh, nasty. I don't think we got any waves from the tower, did we? Tower, start the wave. So we're still loitering for a bit of Bizjet action. There was the sense, and it's still transponding actually. I do hope this goes during the show. We've got a Bombardier Global 7500, which is that one. All the mood music suggests, let's get you zoomed in a bit more. There's the gas tanker, people mover. Hopefully we get to see that go. We've got a bit of elastic to play with, haven't we? A bit of wriggle room. As long as they're out by sort of 7:45 or thereabouts. Nell, I was talking about weird YouTube stuff this morning, how when I've put plain sailing aviation in, I get, alright, they put their adverts in, but anyway, the point is, you get 1, 2 PSA thumbnails, and then you get some other streamers' content, even though you haven't keyed that name in. Their IT can't be that smart, because it must recognise that I am the creator for plain sailing aviation. But anyway, by the by. Ooh, did not know that, Alibi 58. I do like liver, but I don't think I've ever had venison liver. You're right, Jonathan McD. Lovely stuff, and if I'm right, it's a lower fat meat. Which, you know, tasty and lower fat. Don't often put that in the same sentence. I'm just going to tick us off that if I can. Put us back to the zoom. Might be a chance for a quick water break for you lucky folks at home. Beverages of choice, naturally. Oh, right in. Did that come in on Thursday morning, do you know? Sort of, oh dear, around, what time would I have been here? 8:30, 9 o'clock, something in that region. It was gorgeous. And I'm looking at that, looking at the stripe down the side. It was definitely a global of some variation I saw. Artwork looks the same, so I'm thinking it may have been the plane I saw Thursday. That's an interesting observation for a gig. What, behind us? Got me some thick heads tomorrow.
Maybe not with the prices in there.
Oh, that's the way of making sure that you do come out with, yeah, still safe to drive.
You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, Chipaz says AC/DC were in Edinburgh on Thursday.
Yes, they were. Yep. Murrayfield.
Well, you'd imagine that they'd definitely be flying around on something decent. I know their heyday is in the rearview mirror, but there's a lot of money in this retro live gigging stuff, isn't there? That's how the Rolling Stones bunker all that money.
Have you ever noticed, by the way, see the flour mill over on the far side?
Uh-huh.
The flour mill over on the far side. See if you come up on the top, you can see the luminous, but whatever it might be. Some standing on the top of something with luminous jackets on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A yellow one, an orange
Yeah, I
one,
see
a
it.
yellow one. Scarecrows.
Like, there's a lime green one,
Yeah.
an orange one. So let's put
Scarecrows.
scarecrows. Let's just get on that. Let's have a look. He's right, you know. One. I like the fact they've gone lime, orange, lime. Mrs. PSA would definitely approve of the coordination.
That's a flour mill that's over there, so I'm guessing it's to keep birds away from the wheat or whatever that's coming in.
I'd have thought rats are a bigger problem.
Even that, aye.
Right, live planes are back on team, courtesy of Ryanair, inbound from Warsaw. I'll tell you what, Nell, I'll nip round after the show, and if it wasn't for the fact I'm so scared of heights, I'd nip up and choose you one. If I do get up there, what would you like, the lime one or the orange one?
Well, it's got to be a green one. Can't be an orange one.
Well, it's sort of like Air Baltic, isn't it, the green? Oh, looks like our Bizjet is going to Luton at 19:45, says Rab, so it's just about going to squeak in with the show. Ian says it's just workers drying their workwear. Well, I'll tell you what, as long as they ain't putting their pants out, I'm all right with that.
Might even be workers that have previously been sacked. Just as a warning.
Scottish Linda, that's because he's wandered off. Oh, you're back? Linda says she can't hear you.
That's a good thing, Linda.
By public demand. Okay, Nell, I'll if I do find myself up on that gantry, not clinging on for dear life, I'm prepared to commit a felony. I'll see what I can do. Whichever comes away easiest.
The next challenge, should you choose to accept it.
So Loganair giving us a bit of departure action. I can't see it transponding unhelpfully, but I'm going to guess Southampton.
Southampton, aye. That's too many. Inbound.
So we'll track that one out as we await the next plane in, which is gonna be, what is it gonna be? Eurowings from Dusseldorf.
I'm just going to say that.
Were you? Sorry, man.
20 neo.
So there should be a regulation turn and burn. Oodles of time to get out before the inbound aircraft. So good evening as well. Good evening and welcome as well to anyone that has just joined the stream. Definitely stream, not seam. Oh dear. This is the end of the day where being up early bird is kind of catching up with me a smidgen, but I am still mega excited about the inbound in Emirates. Plus, of course, we've got the outbound Edelweiss. Good evening, Rob Brown. How you doing?
Popped in to see the guys at Leading Edge on Wednesday.
How are they getting on?
I don't know, nobody was here.
All right. Half day closing or something.
They were away collecting a new aircraft.
Ah, that was the picture you showed me, weren't it? The one that looks like it had borrowed a Red Arrows colour scheme.
That one, I think it's another one.
Another one.
Because that was already there on Wednesday.
That's true, because you showed me that picture, didn't you? Yeah, yeah.
Away to pick up another one. That's the Red Arrow one is the sister of the camouflage one. They came from the Liverpool.
So here's our Euro wings, and you can just tell now the light just easing a touch. Just struggled to pick that one up momentarily there, focus wise, just for a nanosecond. Definitely need a closer look at that. Oh, one of those ones. Good night, Keith Cornell. Sleep well, Chigwell's finest. Yeah, I'm with you, HGC. I love the Eurowings livery. Pretty classy. Rob. Yeah, I did, but it was madness, wasn't it? It was proper madness. I think that it'll stay with me forever. I mean, for just so many different reasons, but it was like live streaming from the outer fringe of a football match, I think, really. So many people there, and obviously people get, well, one person sticks in my mind to my immediate left who got that excited they got in my shot, which didn't please me a lot, but yeah, just amazing. I was in two minds whether to make the drive, but I'm so glad I did. I'm guessing, because obviously the big man is back in the UK next month, but I think all the vibe on that one seems to be that he's more likely to go through Stansted or one of the American Air Force bases, or, well, anywhere bar Prestwick. But if he does go Prestwick, I've kept a date in my diary. Good evening, John McCabe. Welcome to the show. Hey up, young Jack Christie. EasyJet to where? Glasgow?
Berlin.
Oh, Berlin, I'm going to say.
Berlin, the one coming out is Amsterdam.
Ah. Right, let's have a closer look at the artwork. I thought it was a bit more writing towards the rear.
That's me, my dear.
So, just crossing the coast, that EasyJet that Gary was talking about from Basel in Switzerland, operated uncannily by EasyJet Switzerland. Ooh, the 150 likes is on the cusp, says Craig McLean. Craig, you've done plenty enough for us, buddy. It'll be lovely to get north of 150. It really will. Let's just go a little bit to the left. Look at that tail fin. Beautiful. Functional, but effective. That's the EasyJet, obviously, I'm referring to. And a bit more easy action. And even more easy action. You thought that was going to be a telescope, didn't you? Hands up. Hey up, Martin Lindley. How you doing, pal? Welcome to the evening show. As Ian Finley says, it's the easy hour. Indeedy do. Easy hour.
The Sunday supplement.
Has got that kind of wind down
It is.
feeling, hasn't it?
Back in the day when you were young and you were listening to the charts on a Sunday night, you were winding down, you're ready for going back to school in the morning or back to work.
I was never ready for going back to school in the morning. But you're right, you listen to the charts, doing your mixtape and all the rest of it.
Just after you've had your dinner.
Exactly so. Then remembering all the homework that I'd cheerfully not bothered doing.
Well, I'm doing quick scribble down. before you
Well,
get to
it's
bed.
either go for it. Sometimes I used to do it in the morning after I got back from my paper round,
I used to do that as well.
but it never got good marks. I look back and I think I might as well not have bothered.
My paper round cost me my education.
Doesn't seem like it at the time though, does it?
I prefer to make money.
Ooh, hang on a minute. Craig McLean, superstar, rock star. Does that mean 150 is up? 152 says DR. Standing watching. Come on, DR. DR, come on in.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, DR.
How are we?
Pleased to meet you.
And to meet
DR
you
to
too.
my right. That's Gary from Aviation Action Scotland to my left. And Craig, well, he would get up, but he's too knackered.
Fair enough, it's been a long day for us all.
Fireworks for Craig McLean. Oh, hang on. Yeah, but I'm on it. Excellent support. 150 is up. So did you get down here often?
You know, in the years of coming here, this is my first time this side of it.
Really?
Honestly. And I just thought, because I saw the stream this morning, and I saw you with this side, and I thought, well, why not? I was just coming back home anyway, so I thought, yeah, venture forth.
And what's your impressions then?
Well, the views, you're a lot closer this side, aren't you?
But it's kind of weird because when they're taxiing out on the mound, it's quite special in that way. But for me, it's those hills and the tower and everything.
That's right, and also the lights behind you as well, which is nice.
Which is a rare treat because obviously in the morning it's always the other way, so everything's backlit and a little bit suboptimal from the lighting point of view. You know, I think view-wise, this is unbeatable on a day like this. When the sky's full of cloud and it's windy and horrible.
Which it does occasionally.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, nowhere's nice like that.
That's true.
It's not like I say, well, I prefer to be at this other airport when it's crummy weather.
This is perfect conditions because even haze is not much of a problem.
Yeah, remember this fondly in January.
Or even next month.
Exactly, next week.
Been there, seen it, done it.
Right, so let me just quickly call the next plane, which is going to be EasyJet to Berlin, an A320, and it's rolling, which is handy because there's a plane coming in behind it, also an EasyJet, that one inbound from Geneva.
It's the easy hour.
It really is. Ian Finley, you're onto something there. I think the only thing that we need here is that tree tidying up.
There's one on the mound now, it's really obscuring the view.
And that's you think it's a shrub until you see it firsthand.
A few months ago, it wasn't in the latitude company.
I'm on it. We had this conversation months ago, didn't we, about the tree that's at the mound that looks like a bush until you go down to the ground level and realise it is a strapping tree.
5 different trees.
Ooh, I like the look of this a lot.
This is the red stripe. Yep.
I think I might record that.
That's global, isn't it?
Yep, 7500. So what's your take then, DR? Edelweiss or Emirates as far as the 350s go? Or do you need to see them together?
I suppose a little bit of Swiss bias, I'll do that.
Yeah, good shout by the way. Good evening. Mark 176, how are you doing, buddy? Good evening, Scottish TV Gold, how you doing? Ian Finley says, the doctor is in the house, that'll be you.
There's nothing wrong with you because I might not be able to hold that at the moment.
Well, there's too many things to shake a stick at, to be fair.
I do have a picture, but not in this video.
So we have a Loganair also on its way out, ATR 72. I'll get on to where that's going in a jiff. Cardiff. Honestly, Mark 176, entirely my pleasure. And as we've been saying down here trackside, we probably ain't going to have many weeks left where this kind of possibility is doable in good weather and good viz. It's already tightening up daylight wise. Hey up the Foxy Bee. Good evening, Laura. So it looks like our star Bizjet is going to have to be patient. It's going to be another EasyJet. Of course it is, inbound from Belfast. This time it's an A319-100, 16, nearly 17 years of age. We'll pick that one up in a jiff. And you'll see as soon as I put the camera on the plane, the aircraft lights are now just starting to contrast that little bit more against the background. Of course there's a darker cloud there to frame it. Right, next to go, our Bombardier Global 7500. Well, folks, what do you reckon? Big thumbs up from me.
Daniel, Gary, Aviation Action Scotland.
Right, next to go, that Loganair ATR to Cardiff.
That's what it's all about.
When I was at school in Edinburgh, I was doing it livery in January, just after the shorts and boots.
Take care, mate.
You take care, DR. See you soon, buddy. Yeah, George. I think, oh crikey, is this a telescope at this late hour? It's going to be in it. I ain't going to catch it. Hey, I saved the day. So close. Rear set we're touching. Well, Linda Cooper would love this. All these EasyJets in the same frame. We're only 3 at the minute. I think we've done better than that before.
I've got
But
one for you, Linda. I'll post it later on. I'm taking photographs tonight. We're all bugging out, mate.
it's interesting because I kind of thought,
Thing about
as
the
the
Emirates.
conditions are still good, you'd be thinking folks want a piece of the Emirates, but then you will get some folks return. Some people sit in the cars as well. I think they're done.
Well, Margaret and Stephen, they're going to head home anyway. They're the ones responsible for the upkeep of this place. Margaret's been out and about with her strummer.
So Scottish Linda says, Robin loves an EasyJet. I'll tell you what, Robin's in luck. Although she should be asleep now. Robin, I'm checking.
In a pit, been out.
So let's just quickly take stock of where the star plane's at. It's 6:45, so I would have thought we're into the last hour of the show, or pretty darn close to it. Thank you, Mark 176, confirming we've got a British Airways A321 from Heathrow, small minutes away. Let's just shrink the map, see if I can get a fix on it. Just about to cross the coast before arcing left for final approach. Or looping, should I say.
Should see it. Nice sunshine on it.
So if you've just joined the show, welcome to our evening, our Sunday evening show. We haven't done many of these in 2025. It might be the 3rd one, possibly.
The Sunday supplement is now known as.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's.
Goes with the morning show.
I'll be honest with you. I think every time we've done Sunday evening, it has been a bit like this.
Weather-wise.
Yeah, I don't think I've done one in the wet. I can say it now.
Careful what you wish
Now,
for.
you know me, I like to chance my arm. Always chance my arm. Sounds like the fire brigade are changing shift. Usually change at 7 o'clock, don't they?
It's nights like this that make standing on the mound in the pouring rain and the wind behind you, and nights like this that make it all worthwhile. You know, just don't sit about in the house, get out and enjoy it.
Yeah,
last for
because it
long.
ain't going to last, like you say, it's going to be gone all too quick. But no, I'm genuinely chuffed. That's a good word, chuffed. Well, chuffed this morning, to be honest.
Tomorrow's more or less got to be the same as the day, so
Mm.
I mean,
I think the wind direction was more settled as well, so I think it probably won't be when I look next. We got a spider.
no, it's alright, it looks like a wee bit.
It's a skin tag.
No, it's not.
Or is it off my
That
headphones?
might be off your headphones. I thought it was
Ah.
one of the wee midges or something like that.
Mm. No, it's the vinyl off the inside of me. Inside of me headset. These are battered. Battered better than a piece of haddock.
Oh,
Right, let's get back to the chat. Louise Howitt, hello to you. Visited Boathouse Brig twice today. Yourself and your wee girl there with us this morning. Oh, well, smashing, Louise. Smashing. What's your wee girl's name anyway? Shall we do a shout out while we're in the zone? Don't know, Scottish Linda, those spiders, they get into all the unexpected places. When I come back from here sometimes, you know that big, well Linda will know because she's seen it, I've got like this big tripod bag that holds a smaller tripod bag and lots of other kit. It's a bit of a TARDIS really, it holds a lot of stuff. But when you get it home, there's always spiders or other bits and bobs in there.
A lot of yellow jackets walking about down there. See where the ops cars are? Just to the
It's
right.
interesting, isn't it?
Just to the right, quite a bit
In
of-
front of the tanks.
Yeah.
We're just going to go for a little drive while we await some aviation action. There's definitely a lot of high vis. Go a bit more to the left.
Is there somebody coming in that gate?
Well, I'll just leave the camera that way. Everything kind of looks... You're right, there's an awful lot of vis, a couple of tankers, but nothing that grabs the
Two
eye.
ops cars.
And two ops cars, yeah. But
Anywho, guy standing next to me on Friday night comes in beside me, brings out a tripod, puts a camera on top of it, tiny wee lens on it, and a microphone. Starts videoing. Within 10 minutes, packed up and gone. Oh, right, okay. An hour later, the ops car drives past on the track there, gives me a wave. I'm waving, but they park up there on the track, on the grass, just at the top of the grass, just at the brow of the hill there.
yeah.
Same guy we said tripod and camera gets out the car.
Not that side of the fence. What's that all about?
Got the Edelweiss going out and the Emirates coming in.
Well, it's interesting what's happening over here. Tanker is now on its way in. Ops car's moving. Everybody's happy. Right, Lufty. Look, has it got the hole closed? No, I can still see the baggage loader. I can also see British Airways inbound team. That A321 is going to be with us in small minutes. Louise's Wian is, her name is, I'm going to say this correct, Erib? Is that correct, Louise? Erib? You were here before me and Linda? Oh, before Linda, sorry. Right, got you. You beat Linda to it. I tell you what, Linda did gamely today, didn't she? She walked too far. I took her back to drop her off at the bus stop, and I know it's a slightly different route, but I have to say, Linda is getting the contradiction in terms when you say this, but it's the proverbial man of the match, lady of the match award, because that was some severe commitment. Hell of a walk.
Even
Beautiful.
the last time when she brought the Waynes wear to the mound. I mean, it's still even a fair walk from where
From the bus stop to there is no
yeah,
small
they
thing
do
with
that
young
walk.
uns. Well, anyway, this walk, and she did it in good time as well. She probably should be doing this for some kind of Olympic thing or something.
Got to get my steps in, got to get my steps in.
Well, she did. Well, anyway, Louise, next time you see us down here, do come and say a proper hi, so to speak. Be lovely to do that. We're down here most Sundays anyway. And of course we're here tomorrow for a I suppose you'd call it a bonus show, really. Bank holiday, of course, in England and Wales, not in Scotland, and presumably in much of the rest of Europe. So, and of course, the big wide world and all that. Let's have a look. Hang on. Third time lucky. Erin. Ah, yes. Third time's the charm, Louise. Young Erin. Erin, if you can hear any of this, I'm sure it's getting near to your bedtime after the day you'll have had. Telling you, Scottish Linda, the only thing that she was missing was some of those walking sticks. You know, the ones that the professional walkers use?
See where the gritting lorry is?
Uh-huh.
To the left. 3 ops cars. The one in the middle. He's got a massive follow me
Let's have a look.
on the roof here. From what I can tell on mine. I think they're setting up for something.
What could that be? So let's get in.
I think he's actually just switched it off.
Yeah, hasn't he? Probably watching the stream. No,
No,
nothing that you could discern.
definitely a little bit of follow me banner on the roof. Look.
Let's go back to the planes. Let's go to safer ground.
All will become apparent.
Ian Finley thinks pre-shift vehicle checks. Just giving them a cheery wave. Let's have a look over your left shoulder. Turning off anyway. What's this from Yvonne? Guy says you'll get the AFS change the shift at airport fire service at 1900. Roger that. Yorkshire biker. No sale there, mate. If you're going to get me chirping up, I can hear it in my head. Who needs Sam Fender when you've got me ready to belt out a few words from a song that I don't know all the words to? Alibi 58, that is indeed true. Beer o'clock time, nice one. I see Linda would be having a sing if she was here, wouldn't you, Linda?
The next time she comes out, she'll bring a karaoke machine with her.
That would be an interesting turn of pace, wouldn't it? So, what we've got here, Black Country Bum One, hello to you. I'm not sure who your benefactor was, Black Country One, but I'm almost certain it was John Mackenzie, because I've called virtually all of the names out as they've landed, but John gifted us an incredibly generous 50, and of course I'd be reading those out now if I was still doing it from this morning. So I'm 99% certain that is John Mackenzie. At Plain Sailing Aviation, we always put out a post to members the a few days later, so it
So
will
they can
confirm
go
who's
on.
matched up to who gave you what kind of thing. Because it's always nice to know who's been kind to you.
You just need that windsock over there. There seems to be a bit of a breeze over there, but absolutely nothing here.
It was weird, you know, at Aberdeen. I can't remember whether it was a Thursday or the Friday, but the windsocks were actually going in opposite directions at one point. Just the way it goes, isn't it? Right, inbound action. Another British Airways. This one, if you believe the photograph, has got the One World sticker on it.
Oh, you spotted that at Aberdeen the other day.
That's correct. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's the same
I think
plane
there
or
is only
not.
one of them.
In which case,
That and a 777.
in which case, we did see it at Aberdeen. You're right. Abby spotted that one. So that'll pass for our special livery
Oh, it was nice to
in
get a
the evening
special
show.
livery. Borussia Dortmund last week.
Well, that was a bonny plane, weren't it? Ooh.
I think somebody's on the karaoke at Carlowry.
A bit early yet for that. You need a few more, don't you, just to get you properly in the zone.
Typical Scottish wedding.
Yeah, but you've got to see it for the long haul, haven't you? You're still got to be going at 1 o'clock, that kind of thing. Right, let's go and find our One World. Right, quick look around. I'm convinced Lufthansa are about to go. They're transponding. I don't think they are. We do have a Bombardier. Oh, it is. Oh, I got my planes confused earlier on then. Bombardier Global 7500. I thought that had gone. Anyway, definitely have one in VistaJet colours shortly to go. It's transponding. Hopefully it's not just going to be an engineer's blooming startup or something. Welcome to the show, that anyone that has just joined. Yeah, Lufty are moving, as suspected. DB Bassman, case in point in terms of those who've just joined. Happy Sunday evening, pal. And somebody has just generously donated us a super chat donation. It's Yvonne CM. Enjoy a refreshment after my long EDI day. God bless you, Yvonne. Going to do exactly what you've suggested. So we'll pick the Lufty up in the minute on the turn. We'll do British Airways as it drives by, and we're going to try and do Yvonne's fireworks in the same sweep. You, Yvonne. Oops. Slightly over egging my pudding.
Edelweiss showing us 1935.
So slightly late.
Yep.
Hey up, Jeb KJ21. How you doing, pal? How's tricks? Hey up, Craig McLean's in action as well. Awesome stuff, Craig. Gifting another membership to the channel. This one going to Ed. Welcome aboard, Ed. Craig, superb, buddy. Fireworks for you. So, yep, chippers, we are snugly into the final hour of the show. We've got an A350 departure and we've got an A350 arrival. It's all coming to a crescendo is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, interesting, Sam Thirlaway. That Scottish Air Ambulance chopper near to the airport. I see it on the flight radar. It's trying to work out what I should be looking at. Can't see it in the sky. Well, I can. I think I can. Let's just see if I can get on it. Pretty sure I can. Let's have a look. It's not far away from that Lufthansa. There you go. I think that might be it. Can we get in any closer? Definitely the air ambulance. We're at extreme range for us. So indeed, it was Sam. Sorry folks, it's really not like the focus there. What are we doing now? Talking by chat? It's the modern way. Thank you, Mark 176, Cessna Citation XLS plus pinging off to Croatia. Better keep an eye out for that one. Lufty's moved. It shows you can't take your eye off the ball for a minute. Yeah, it's just towards the mound.
Ah, right, so that's no bad going for me, considering I've got an ear infection.
So Lufthansa wending its way out. I'm just going to go to the left and watch British Airways with their One World sticker.
Ryanair to Beauvais coming out as well.
Okie dokie, nice one, Gary.
Allegedly that's in Paris.
So they say. Thanks HGC as well. Talking about the chopper, aren't we there? Extreme distance for us, but Mark 176 says looks like it's took off from Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Sounds like someone's having a tough day of it.
Oh, it's the Gamma, based at Glasgow.
Ooh, Mark says that air ambulance, number 7 worldwide track for some reason. Isn't it weird how stuff suddenly ends up in that top 10? There was a... Oh, sorry, I've just taken the camera off its axis. In fact, let me just adjust that slightly.
Jet pinging, and here's your citation coming out.
There was an Antonov that overflew Newcastle Airport. Sam Thirlaway and Chipaz 1990 might have clocked it the other day. And I looked thinking it's going to be like number something. It'd gone from somewhere in the Ukraine, I think. Or no, Germany. Maybe it's... Anyway, the point being, an Antonov. It weren't even in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah, not at that point in time. It may have subsequently grown those kind of wings.
There's your citation.
But it is funny, isn't it, how something suddenly multiplies to become that number 1, number 2, top 10 type stuff.
But then you wonder, I guess maybe people in other countries are using flight radar different from what we're using it.
Must be.
But then it just takes a click on it to check the details of the aircraft, and then that's you're automatically tracking it.
But yeah, but for multiple people, when you see these ones with like 6,000 people, although you say actually globally, that's not many people, is it, if you think about it? Either which way, it always amazes me. I'm often easily amazed. Number 6 apparently now, that chopper. Come back.
Heading back to Glasgow.
See you tomorrow, DB Bassman. See you tomorrow, buddy. 50 minutes away is that Emirates 350. Roger that, Sam Thurlaway.
I think we're going to get the two of them at the same time. Yeah, let's go for that.
Yeah, we're okay. It's still in frame.
Inbound.
Just give you a little bit of what's behind me if I can. Can I get you around to the sunset? Looking good. I think it's supposed to be a full morning sun tomorrow, unless I'm much mistaken. So if you just joined the show, do look out for this thumbnail. It went out a few hours ago, just in case you've not seen it. So we are going to be live and back here for the final part of our trilogy. Trilogy indeed. Good evening, David Smart. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Yeah, Craig. You do find these birds are almost maniacs for the way they like to seemingly fly in front of stuff. Right, let's get on to our biz departure. All lined up. There is an aircraft behind it, so there's not going to be too much time for reflective thought. The inbound plane, Ryanair from Barcelona. Here we go. We've got no need to worry about the trees with that one. Nowhere near. Here's that bird again. Well, it might not be exactly that one. Just wants to be on YouTube. But it's interesting, there's nobody else that we can see in our line of sight on the embankment, but there's loads of cars over on the bridge. So either there's a bunch of folks sitting in their cars waiting for the Emirates, or they're just at a different vantage point. I don't know. I'm thinking this Eurowings can't be far off going. Just get in close and have a quick look. Yep, so the steps are off. Almost certainly the tug is at the front. Holds closed. I bet it's transponding anyway. Let's have a look. Is it? Nah. So next departure action, Ryanair off to Paris-Beauvais. So they are, let's go that way. So we'll cut to the Ryanair as soon as it's ready to go. Eurowings definitely the better looking aircraft, in my humble opinion, although I see there's a fair bit of Ryanair emoji action. HGC, Dopey Gorp, Yorkshire Biker and Rab H, all giving it a twirl. We've got an EasyJet inbound in 2 minutes from London Gatwick, and that'll be an A320 that departed Gatwick just under an hour ago. Linda C, I think, is she not going to something at the Fringe tonight, did she say this morning? Sure, she said she was seeing something or other at the Fringe, but I can't remember for the life of me what. Right, Ryanair rolling. Craig McLean. Do you remember there was a company that used to specialise in tours to Yugoslavia? Yugo Tours? Remember Yugo Tours? Proper 80s kind of thing, really. When you think of all those different travel agents firms that kind of got to prominence and then... Ooh, Edelweiss are pushing. We can't see a lot of it, but we can get the face, so let's have that. Although the moment's gradually reducing.
I have noticed something, I don't know if it'll be of interest, but I'll say anyway. Ryanair, the Irish registered fleet seems to be more and more Max 8200s, and the 800s are getting put out to relative subsidiaries, Baltic Air and Buzz and stuff like that.
That's interesting. And what thinking is there?
Maybe concentrate Ryanair Ireland on being Max aircraft.
Or is there any form of tax regime that affects you on your emissions in certain airports and certain jurisdictions? because Ireland, Republic of Ireland, has got one of the lowest rates of corporation tax in the EU, so that bit's boxed off. But on the other hand, if say Dublin, for example, I've got a particular fuss with
Emissions or something.
emissions,
Certainly I've noticed a lot more 800s coming in on non-Irish registrations.
yeah, Rab, Linda did visit us, but I didn't recollect whether she was going directly to the Fringe or doing something else and then going to the Fringe. I'm not sure. I kind of got my head plugged into the stream as I usually do, but hey ho. I'm just having a cracking time. Yorkshire Biker, thank you so much, my friend. That is incredibly generous of you. I'll get onto the fireworks as soon as the rubber touches the tarmac. Thank you, buddy. Fantastic support. Well, I've said it before about, you see a lot of German registered Bizjets, don't you? And I'm thinking, that's got to be a tax thing.
Something.
It's a bit like you see airlines like Scandinavian with Irish registered planes, but that is just, but that is definitely a corporation tax thing. Yeah. But you can still register them to another jurisdiction.
Now look at Lauda all of a sudden registered in Malta.
There's a lot of people in Malta. Bizjets are quite popular there too, so they must have a very...
Think it this way. If for any strange reason or whatever, all aircraft had to be recalled to their country of registration.
That'd be interesting. What, like some sort of census or something?
There's no space in Malta to handle them all.
Yeah. But listen, I'm going to bring it back, put the fireworks on. These are for you, Yorkshire Biker. Thank you, Gary.
Followed by a Ryanair from Kaunas.
So Eurowings taxiing their way out. Ooh, good. Oh, Hammy's in the show. Good evening, Hammy.
There may be trouble ahead.
Can you hear that hamster? How you doing, buddy? This is going to be beautiful. Watch for the Edelweiss coming into the right of the shot. There you go. So we've got a couple of aircraft inbound. Ryanair from Cornus, pursued by Ryanair from Porto. Telescope alert. Yeah, I think Yorkshire Biker, it is really a case of getting the last out of summer with evenings like this. It's gorgeous. So Edelweiss, number 2 in the queue, we'll cut to them in a jiffy. So let's do the queue in reverse order. EasyJet, plane of the day, all day, every day. Eurowings with a fancy less CO2 emissions sticker. Not quite cut in the mustard, but stylish nevertheless. And that Eurowings, thank you Alexandra Wood, off to Dusseldorf. Hey up Squatch! Welcome to the show. I'm Mark, and for the benefit of anybody else that doesn't know who's doing the chops in, you want more Edelweiss, I hear you say. Anything to oblige. Thank you, Alexandra. I think I can just about make out that ATR. It's a dot in the sky, but it is visible. Eurowings first to go, followed by Edelweiss returning to Zurich. Not the plane I came in on last Sunday. It is the other one of the brace that are currently being operated by Edelweiss. Good evening, Ilya Frolov, who's triggered that 3-month membership milestone. Happy to be part of the crew. Ilya, let's do some fireworks. Oop. We're rolling. Anyway, many congratulations, buddy. Another one that looks good in the sunshine. There she is. She's going to have to hold though for that inbound ATR. I think Alexandra said that was going to be from Kirkwall, but I see another firework moment as well. And hello as well. Good evening, Samuel Taylor Ackroyd. I thought you'd be down here, buddy. And Melody R celebrates 14 months as a member of the PSA Crew Lounge. Melody R, thank you so much for your support too. Firework time coming your way. Well, the ATR's treading water, I think. Let's have a look, see. Oh, there you go. Good evening, Big DC. How you doing, pal? Okay, folks, here it comes. The only 350 departure in tonight's show. Oh, what a belter in this sunshine. What a belter. Exactly what Mark 176 says. Beautiful light. Good evening, Scott McLean. Hello to you. Welcome to the show. Was up watching me stream earlier. Excellent, Scott. If you see me again, just pop over and say hi. It's been a great day, hasn't it, down here? It's been a proper day to sit out and watch the planes come and go. That happened all too fast. Too fast. Still, we've got the Emirates yet. Remember, we have the Emirates coming our way. Another ATR inbound as well. If you've just joined the show for the ATR traffic, you're not disappointed. So this is an Aer Lingus one from Belfast. So another ATR inbound, this time Aer Lingus from Dublin. What can you say? What can you say? Just a lot of ATRs. Scott McLean, glad you're loving it. It's great to have you with us, it really is. This community on here is second to none, as you're discovering actually. The cameraman's a bit average, but I mean everything else is really good about the channel. Ian Noble saw the Emirates 380 when in hospital in Glasgow getting a new hip last Thursday. Blinking heck indeed. Hope the new one's settling down nicely, Ian.
Gulfstream inbound.
Oop. Plane rolling. EasyJet's everywhere you look. Roger that, buddy. Good evening, Neil Macquarie. How you doing, Neil? So we've got another EasyJet lining up. We'll pick that one up in a jiff.
EasyJet is live.
Oh, what he is?
EasyJet over on the
All right.
airplanes is hot.
Keep an eye out for that. So this EasyJet off to Belfast. It looks like everyone's coming from Belfast or going to Belfast. You're right now, cracking light. 200 likes up, says HGC. Quick thank you from me. Let's celebrate that. Thank you to everybody that hit that like button. Every like makes a real difference. If you just joined the show, I'm Mark, if you didn't know that, but do say hi in the chat. Right, so a bit of Bizjet action. We have a Gulfstream G600 Panavia operated from Luton. That one. Crikey, she is a cracker. That T-tail wobbling. Bit of bobbly tarmac underneath, I think. So EasyJet lining itself up to Basel. Inbound aircraft behind it. It's going to be another EasyJet, do you think? Let's have a look. Of course it is. Inbound from Amsterdam. Thank you, Dopey Gorp. Kind comment. Have me moments occasionally. Just occasionally. I think it just needs a trim, Louise, that tree. A trim. Trouble is, airport authorities don't really think about stuff like this. But having just come back from Switzerland, where they do right by spotters, they really do. It just seems strange. It wouldn't cost much effort, would it, to just spruce things up a bit? So Sam Thirlaway updating us on the updating us on the 350, not far from Newcastle. Roger that. Paul Kaczynski had a great view of that 350 when it passed his home. And Craig McLean, yet another gifty. This one going to Bertie. Fireworks for Craig. I don't know what to say, man, except thank you. That's not the obvious thing to say, but I'm genuinely blown away. Tell you what, before I do anything with fireworks, let's get the camera pointing the right way. We'll land this plane first while I gather myself. Honestly, man, fantastic. Ooh, that Gulfstream G600's just coming past. Come on, EasyJet. Get a wriggle on. What do you reckon, team? Beautiful. Right.
Wobbles in the same shot.
Let's get Craig's fireworks on. Ooh, 200 likes are up as well. I see. Oh, I thought I celebrated that. Have I gone out of sequence with the chat? 207 says Melody. Lazy King 5, hello to you. Quick burst of... I think I did celebrate 200 up, didn't I? It's just come back to me with a bit of lucidity. Long overdue. The lucidity, not the 200 likes. Tell you what, on many other given days, that will be my plane of the day. Beautiful.
Nice registration on it.
Yeah, David Smart was making a similar comment in the chat. Yeah, some thought behind that. Hey up, Phil at SCO. Good evening to you. Yeah, peachy, mate. Peachy. Right, looks like we've got a Norwegian next in. Thank you, Alexandra Wood. The one with the Otto Sverdrup livery from Stockholm, 4 miles out. Roger that. 221 likes, says Yorkshire Biker. Do you reckon we can get near 250 by the close? Well, we'll see how it rolls. It's nice and easy going spotting. Conditions are nice, aren't they? The light is just beautiful, but you can feel it declining just ever so slightly. I think it's the shadows getting longer rather than anything else. I Thought I'd try and give you a little bit more of the tail on that one. Didn't quite do what I wanted, so I ended up with the best of no worlds. Right, Bizjet departure coming your way. This one's a belter. I think I'm going to record this as a clip. So plane on shot is that Bombardier Global 7500, VistaJet operated, off to London Luton. Kind of looks like it means business. Stunning. Not so much the Ryanair in shot. EasyJet shortly to get into shot. In fact, cripes, here already. Let's have another look at Otto Severdrup or whatever his name was. So we can't be far off Emirates time, I'm thinking. Sam said it had passed Newcastle, seems like an age ago. So let's try and catch up with a few names in the chat. Hey up, Rainbow Love. Good evening, Bev. GRWW, welcome back, my friend. All the way to our west in Dallas, Texas. Hope all is good with you. Hi to Donny Phillips. How goes it, Donny?
How you doing on the lights,
Wait a minute. Duncan Gall, good news. I've already said good evening. I'm off beam slightly here. Gifting a membership to the channel. That went to Radu Nutter, who got a gifty. So Duncan, fireworks for you. Thank you so much, mate. Fantastic support. Turn the page. Oops. And Donny Phillips, gifted by Yorkshire Biker, who's already gifted a Kofi. Unbelievable. Yorkshire Biker, what a buddy. Thank you so much. Fireworks for you. Right, I think that's me kind of half caught up, only half caught up. So let's go EasyJet in the sunshine. Good evening, Maria Spinelli. Hello to you, Maria. Welcome back. Checking I've not missed anybody else. Samuel Taylor, have a good night shift, buddy. Hats off to you. Anybody else that works those kind of antisocial hours?
EasyJet from Paris coming in. Emirates is correct right behind them.
So Emirates 2 out. Oh yeah, I see Emirates just crossing the coast at Musselburgh. So yeah, we have EasyJet from the real Paris airport, Paris Charles de Gaulle. Other alternatives do exist.
Ops stopping on the runway.
Oh, let's have a little look and see what's caught their eye.
Zip the car. How's your Emirates?
Yeah, ops are happy. All is good. Thank you, Natalie Alice. Emirates 7 minutes, and it'd be less than that because I'm a little bit behind. Melody R, the dude on the Norwegian tail, I've seen it so many times, and for the life of me, they're generally people who've authors and musicians and a few resistance leaders from World War II. I'm not sure who what Otto's claim to fame is. Can I get you any closer? A little bit. So there you go. That's our finale plane, folks. Fairly extreme distance. Still out over the Firth of Forth. How's that one? I'll have to take the super zoom off. So hold on to your hats. You do keep me on my toes, Yorkshire biker. You lot are just fantastic, but you know my grasp on things is tenuous at best. So I think what we'll do is we'll let the EasyJet, we'll catch the touchdown and let it roll off. We'll go straight back to the Emirates. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get fizzy with the busy. Here she comes. I'm just going to do some thank yous because we're going to close down pretty smartly on the back of this arrival. So where are we? Sunday evening show. Maverick 79 very generously super chatting us. Thank you, buddy. Craig McLean has gifted more memberships than I've counted. My notes say 4, but I believe he's done more than that. Craig, I'll catch that one up in the community post. Crikey, what's going on there? Yvonne CM, thank you so much for your very generous super chats. Yorkshire Biker, Kofi donated us, thank you buddy. Ilya Frolov celebrated 3 months with the channel. Melody R, 14 months. And then a couple of gifteds from Duncan Gall and Yorkshire Biker respectively. And if I've missed anything else, you know I'll put that right in a community post. I'm going to go quiet on commentary in a minute, just to make sure I can clip this as a clean video. Dear chat, I hope you love that. We'll keep the show running just for it to come back up the track. Have a closer final look at it and then we'll close the show down. So I'm just going to go bottom up because there's too many emojis to keep hold of here. Okay, Tony Rivers, very much my pleasure. Enjoy all the pizzas and Chinese being sent to the Ratho. Are they coming at hourly interviews starting at midnight? You're right, Rob. What a way to finish that. Loving that. That is just so special. What a finale plane.
Flight was incredible.
Perfect, wasn't it?
Perfect.
So we'll just wait for it to roll past us. Look at something orange in the meantime. Let's just see what else is. Yeah, thank you, Scott McLean. Fantastic. Chipaz, thank you. Yorkshire Biker, definitely. It was just great fun, all ends up. Jason Connolly, hello to you. Yeah, came in without fuss, didn't it? All that emoji spam, too many and varied to check, but some beautiful colour on that screen. Hammy, bit on a telescope? Nah, not for that one, Hammy. I don't know actually on reflection. Thank you, HGC. Thumbs up from me to you. Ooh, that is interesting. We've got.
It's going to go round.
It's dancing. So we've got.
EasyJet going into a Bravo light. I'm back up the runway.
Curious.
That's something you don't see every day.
It really is something you don't see every day. I'm still struggling to make sense of that. I'm just going to record that.
Now, could this be tech and it's causing this? Or is this one due in front of this one that could be? Well, let's see if the Emirates comes.
EasyJet's got a sprint on now.
I never see anything like that.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up, I think, from here. Tomorrow's another day and all that. So, folks, you've been absolutely fantastic. We are live, remember, tomorrow from around 10 to 8 UK time. I think we're going to be this side of the track. We do have a couple of different planes as well as the regular favourites as well. So the Hainan A330 and the WestJet Dreamliner are the particular planes I'm thinking of. So we'll just let this roll past us and then we'll cut the feed. I'm finding myself mesmerised. So there are inbound aircraft, but we're kind of finishing the show now anyway. Just wanted to watch this stroll by our position, basking in that late summer sunshine, evening sunshine that is. About to be photo bombed by a Ryanair. Right, so moderators team, thank you so much for your fantastic support throughout the show. So, who have we got? Rab H, Nel W, Alibi 58, Alexandra Woods, Dopey Gorp. Don't think we've seen Les this evening, have we? Jack White, yes, it's live, my friend, but shortly to be switched off. Hang on a minute, has Craig McLean sent another gifted? That's gone to Remco A350. Craig, incorrigible. That's a good word. Awesome support, buddy. DR, it was fantastic to have you with us. It's lovely to put a name to a face. Tony Rivers, in your wildest dreams with those telescopes. Can't take that on the chin. Tellboy57, waving a thumb up from me as well. So remember, folks, next from us is that tomorrow, God willing and all that. So till then, have a great rest of evening, or if you're starting a new day in another time zone, then all the best for that. And yeah, look forward to catching you tomorrow. Till then, from Mark, goodbye, and from Gary,
Goodbye.
bye-bye, folks.